Oh, unordered map, duh. What is it? Unordered map, integer? Okay, we're gonna do 1. That should work. Nope. Oh no, it's a shared pointer? No, unsigned int. Okay. Seriously? Am I just like barfing on my understanding of... I figured out all this complex stuff and I can't put a struct in the data. Lord. Hey, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, that example's weird. Yeah, I think that example is not complete. Because you have to put something in the data for it to work. I thought it was an unordered map. No, it's a shared pointer to an unordered map. So I'd have to... I mean, I guess I could just do that. No, let's actually write it out. It's 32 type, okay. And then stuff 10 equals, oh, I already have stuff up there, but I should be able to get rid of this now. Alright, really complicated way to do that, but that's just going to make sure that... Oh, no, this is wrong. Alright, one more. Yeah, you know, it needs to be... Wait, but then they're setting the ID, so like... What the shit? This example is so weird. Address of? I feel like this example is missing a lot of crap. There's a lot of boilerplate that I think is missing. Yeah, screw this example. This is just too weird. Alright, we're gonna back this up. Let's just grab this. Yeah, I think they're trying to show that you can create an unordered map, but then there's no actual data being placed in it. So I'm not specifically sure how. Yeah, they're not demonstrating. They're trying to make it nice. You get this a lot with C++ demos where they just kind of gloss over. There's probably about 15 lines of code right here that they're missing. And I'm just going to go use a different example. Instead of going through that one. Here we go. Let's try this one. Alright, so let's copy pasta that. Delicious copy pasta. Alright, my class. No problem. XYZ, serializing, archive. Okay, great. Alright, we chose JSON as our archive. Alright. We have a... Oh, actually, that might be better. Yeah, because then we can sort of see it. Do it. So yeah, it's just string. No, let's do it to a file. Yeah, keep it simple. What are these dumb examples, man? What the hell? Okay, so this should be called my data. Oh, God. Man. I'm glad they have docs, but I need to just teach people how to write documentation. If you write docs, the #1 rule is it should work. If I type all that code in, it should work. So if you have where it's obvious there's no way this worked, or the previous one, there's no way that worked, right? Because you call it my class here, but then you call it my data here, right? Then you're just talking out your ass. Like, I just totally don't have any idea if that's going to work. Yeah, even this doesn't make any sense, right? If I'm going to write data, you got to put data for me to write. That's effectively going to write garbage. So, okay, so let's extrapolate what this should be. 3 integers. Okay, we're going to go 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Uh, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 3 pieces of data. Let's make sure we match what they have there. Out archive M1, M2, M3. All right, let's get that to work. Okay. O archive. Wait, nope, that's wrong. This should be called OS. This should be called out archive. There we go. Oh. Okay, looks like we got an example to work. Okay. The shit. Wow, man. Oh, okay, we have to run our test. Hey, look at that. Okay. All right, yeah. Docs are a little bit how you going, but otherwise not bad. Interesting. So let's try binary. Let's just... I like this part of it. That'd make it a lot easier to kind of debug it, right? So I'm kind of curious if... we need this. So I'm curious if Flatpak can do a similar thing. Okay, interesting. I like it. Yeah, that's more like it. I expected to have some kind of structure like that. And I think there was another one called portable binary. Yeah, portable binary. Let's try that one. You know, I should just keep all 3. See if it continues the trend. Okay. All right, so portable binary, it probably throws in like maybe an Indian indicator. All right, I like it. So this will work more, probably work better with the config system I've got. So yeah, that's fine. So then, okay. Okay, so let's do the next part, which is loading. Okay. So let's go with JSON so we can kind of inspect it. And then we'll do... I wonder what happens if I only load 1. Like, does this call have to match that call when you do the write? Let's try it. Is it XYZ? Yeah. Let's do this. And then we're going to go here. All right, let's see how that works. This. All right, let's change up the classical music to piano classical. All right, we'll see how this goes. Oh, actually, wait, how did that... Oh, that didn't compile at all. Interesting. Oh, oops. Interesting. Yeah, it seems to have problems loading incrementally. Let's take a look at it. I guess it isn't too big of a problem. Yeah, I bet it's not keeping a pointer to that. Okay, so then let's do... Yeah, so I think you have to do it all in one call. All right. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, so I think I'll just probably go with serial for now. Doesn't seem to have too many problems. It supports JSON. It's not gonna be blinding fast, but I think it'll work good enough. I mean, assuming it actually works. Huh, yeah. Let's just double check. Huh. Oh, yeah. This can't be there. There we go, okay. Okay, so then the config... Yeah, the config can just use the serial to do saving and loading. If it works. Okay, yeah, this is bullshit. Load 1, 2, 3, load 1, 2, 3. Archive, load. Alright, just one more test. Let's just make sure. Make sure I saved it. I did. Alright. I mean, there's kind of no point in using it if it actually bombs out half the time. Alright, let's just see if it's something dumb about... this can't be. If this is what fixes it, that's just stupid. But let's make the example exactly the same and then figure out why the hell they're doing that. Right. M1, M2, and then let's change all these. Just like that. Okay, so that matches what's over in that example. Man. This would probably be the one that I would go with, just because it supports the JSON, so you can debug it, you can look at it. But then also have it save like normal. Alright, why the hell does that work, but the other one doesn't? That is just dumb. It makes zero sense. Why you gotta be shitting me, man? There's no reason why that would work. There's no reason. Okay, let's get rid of the scope. I just want to see. Let's do the next one. That's so weird. Why would that be a thing? He has this big important warning about it using RAII. Oh. Don't tell me he's writing it to the file on the constructor. That's like an epic load of bullshit. If I say write it, you write it. That's now, not in some future block closure. That's exactly what's going on. I bet you anything. I mean, I can deal with it, but that's about as dumb as you can possibly get. Yeah, why would you do it that way? If I say write, you write. Done. If you don't write, you don't like I say write, and then over here, that's when you actually write. Yeah, because watch, you do this. I bet if I do that, it'll work because this goes out of scope. So then these trigger the actual archive call, even though I told it to archive them. Oh, you gotta be... And that has nothing to do with resource acquisition. It's got nothing to do with it. Like if I tell you to archive, you do now, right? That's totally what's going on. Man. Yeah, it's I don't know why they think that's RAII, right? So here's the statement. I didn't quite understand what he was saying, right? But it's flushing only when that object goes out of scope. That's dumb. I said go now. Yeah, most likely it's in this template. I bet it's in here. So I bet the code for this serialize probably only triggers on the destructor. So most likely it's injecting a destructor here. Or it might be in the archive itself. Oh. So this thing here. This might... Yeah, that might be when it goes out of scope. And then it writes it to disk, but that's just so stupid. So maybe there's API to say, do now, I said. Because when you write a save file, right, what you want is you want the operation to be very atomic, not happen like 6 lines of code later when the function exits. And that's a really weird way to design it. Again, that seems like more work than you want. I mean, so far, everything, it would work for almost everything I want to do. There's not a lot of overhead. And actually, what I would most likely do is just write a little macro that just got rid of most of this code, so that it's just this. But yeah, that's an epic load of bullshit. So let's test it. Let's figure out what's going on. So let me see. It's either happening when... So either it happens when this goes out of scope, or when these go out of scope. That's one of those two. Right? So if we do this, and it works, it's option 2. When these objects go out of scope. And that's really weird. Really, really weird. But if it doesn't work, if it has the same failure, it's because of this one. Option 1, which is also really weird because I said, you know, archive it. But yeah, either this one is what I hope it is. I hope it's this. So I hope this fails. Yeah, because that's manageable. But if it only runs when all of my objects go out of scope, that's just an epic level of horse shit. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to use it then, because you couldn't store all your objects in your game, right? I couldn't keep them in my world. Because when I would say archive, you don't want to like remove everything from your world so it goes out of scope to trigger the archiving and then put it back in. You want to be able to sort of like pause for a second, write everything with your archive, and then keep running. Okay, so yes, they need a I said archive, which is what everyone who wants like serialization actually needs, right? Okay, so let's see if this works. If this works, we're in trouble. We'll have to investigate how to say flush it now. If it fails though, then that's what we want, because that means it's only when this archive goes out of scope, and I can deal with that. Okay. So it looks like when the archive goes out of scope, that's when it flushes. Which is just so stupid. My god, that is so stupid. Hey Yakov, how you doing? Okay, we'll try this. It could also be that maybe it's when maybe the file is not getting closed. So let's try this one. Yeah, maybe it's like the file isn't actually closing. But we can test that too. But I think Serial is probably the closest. I think Serial is probably the one I'll still use it, but yeah, okay. So it's that's manageable. I can deal with that. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do one more test. So we're going to keep these guys around. And let's nuke them here. Yeah, let's do that. What are you typing? Oh, well, it's a tiny font, man. I'm on, 1080p, reading messages in a teeny tiny little window. Here, you want to see where you're at? Here, I'll show you my reality. It's you, man. It's you. That's the word you wanted me to see. It's not my fault. It's not my fault, bro. Okay, so if this works, then it's fine, because we can keep the data around. But if this fails, right, then that means it's waiting for these to go out of scope, and this library is basically a pile of hot garbage. So the theory is this should work. This will go out of scope, it will write it to the disk, and then we're good. If it doesn't, if it still fails, it's because these have to go out of scope. I am a gazillion. In programmer years, I might as well be 700 years old. No, that means I am definitely a programmer. You know how many bugs are caused by just one letter mistakes? That's a classic programmer thing. Yeah, no manual flushes. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that works. We just have to put it in a function to ensure that it goes out of scope so it flushes. What a weird-ass design. Why would you do it that way? If I said right, you write, man. Just write it. That's it. Done. Okay. Okay, that's kind of an interesting... I don't think I'll need it. That's fine. Okay, so that's the tutorial. Okay, standard library support. We can store STL. But see, this is where it ran into trouble before. I don't necessarily need this. I kind of don't care about it. Yeah, that's how you can change the name. That's good. Okay, and then transitioning from Boost. I guess Boost has a library that does this. Okay. And then serialization archives. Determines how it's yeah, so this is basically... Wow, what a dumbass design. I mean, I can deal with it. Throw it in a function, then when the object exits, it actually does its right, but I don't think that's what anybody wants. What everyone wants is, I said write the damn file, and it writes the damn file, right? Like you want it to be atomic at the point of call. Yeah, why would you design it that way? I wonder if that's the way Boost was for some reason, and then the person who wrote this didn't understand that. Like maybe a Boost had to do it that way because it was older. Right, I'm not going to do any polymorphism. Most likely we'll just use a portable binary or JSON for debugging. Okay, you can add more to it. Alright, serialization functions. These are the functions that get... can either be internal or external. Okay, so you can do load or save. Use a single internal serializes method. Okay, so that's these things. Okay, so that determines that. I could totally write a thing that did that. I'm guessing that does it either way. Alright. Oh, and then you can write it this way too. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. That might be the preferred way to do it. Because I'm just thinking you could keep your data, your components in the game, kind of very like nicely off on their own. There's nothing added to them. They're just pure data. And then this is effectively like a system. You just have serialized functions for each one. But in a way, I could totally automate that. Yeah, I could make that pretty easy to write. Yeah, you could probably generate that. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So like, if I have my components, right? Just leave these here. I don't have to infect them with serialized calls. Just the ones that I do want to store or load, like map config, enemy config. I have either in systems or something else down here. I have these. So let's say it's going to be enemy config. Yeah, something like that. So I just create a bunch of those, and then that's used when I do serialization. And then that'll make it easier later if like I don't like serial or I want to use something else. So just delete that and you're good. Okay, so that's probably how we'll do it. I'll prototype that next. Then you can do separate load and save functions. Okay, const. Oh, okay, so you have to do that. Is it the same here? No, it's not here. Okay. Okay, no problem. Don't care about that. Yeah, because this is just going to be used for mostly saving the components to disk. Or configurations, things like that. And we can support versioning. It kind of looks like a complicated process, but that's fine. Okay. I'm not going to do inheritance. Alright, cool. It looks like serial is the winner. Pointers and references. This is just going to be like straight data, so I don't know if I need to worry about that. Yeah, I won't be using pointers to stuff. Don't do inheritance, don't do polymorphism. What is this? Archive specialization. Oh, so this is if you wanted to serialize something else. I think I'm good on that. Don't use the pimple idiom because it's dumb. Okay, cool. I think we got ourselves a winner. Now, let's go look at flat buffer super quick. Just as an option. It's kind of like a standard within game development, I think. So I think first thing I want to see is how hard is it to install? Let's see if Mason has it. I doubt it. Oh, it does. Okay, flat buffers. Alright, so we can just do that. Does it install the tool, though? That's interesting. Okay. I'll keep this in mind. I think it might be. And then flat C. Alright, well, let's see if we can get this to work, right? This might be like something I use later or a different game. But let's see if we can get it to work. Think that's it. Okay. And I'll delete that in a second. And what does it provide? Flat C and flat hash. Interesting. So it does build them. Okay. Okay, there, and make. I have to do a reset. Okay, so we'll try a flat C. And will it output into a human readable format as well? First off, what's flat hash do? Odd. I think it's like a perfect hash utility. Okay. Yeah, it actually can do JSON as well. Alright, yeah. Interesting. And it can output a lot of different types. So I might investigate actually using flat buffers at some point. But I think serial will work fine for now. Wait, what? Huh? Oh. What? What? Are you crazy? That's disgusting. You have to manually create... What? Wow, okay. Alright, let's see. I don't like this music. It's boring. Let's look for classical. How about contemporary classical? And yeah, meh. Yeah, I like that better. I like strings. Okay. Yeah, I most likely, if this is what you have to do, like you can't just like load the object and go. then yeah, this would have to have some really, really big advantages. What the hell? They couldn't just use... That's weird. What is the point then? If you have an IDL... The shit, man. That's weird. The whole point of having an IDL is that it can map straight to the language. I don't need to do any of this. This is pointless. Like if I'm doing this... That is so strange. Anyway. Let me take a short break and then I'll be back in a second and get some more tea and some water and stuff. And then, yeah, I think our exploration of serialization dependencies is at a conclusion. Let me look at builder. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, let's see if we can get... Okay, so let's take flat buffers out. Don't need it. We're going to use serial. Okay. And let's do a reset. Yeah, let's do a total reset. Okay, so I'm going to rebuild whole world. Take a little bit. I'm gonna go get my tea. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So once it's done building, yeah, I'll just pull it into the config system and we've got ourselves a way to save and load semi-automatically. I think we can pop that up there. All right. So I guess I don't need any of that. Ah, okay, yeah, this can be slick. should effectively get rid of this. Okay, so that's the goal. Okay. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Alright, we'll see how this works. It seems like a lot to do right now, but okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have this as a problem. Actually, yeah, we should test that first. Alright, hold on. That's probably the more important thing. Let me see. Yeah, we already have that. Yeah, so basically we want that. Okay. Yes, we want to make sure that works. Let me just paste that there. All right. Yeah, let me grab this. Okay, put that there. Oh wait, what am I doing? No. That's wrong. Wrong. Also, I sort of don't care about those. Well, we'll keep them on there. Yes. Okay, so that's a bunch of Unicode. It's called tiles. And let's just do this. Yeah, we know that works. Let's make sure we can do some testing like that. Yeah, see, that's what I'm testing, because the other JSON library didn't. Now JSON is UTF-8 by default, so I don't know why that library didn't convert automatically. It was just loading strings like they're binary. So I just got to confirm that if it can save and load UTF-8, then we're good. If it loads it as a string, we're kind of boned. I have to do my own UTF-8 conversion anyway. Which is stupid, but hey, that's programming. Right, we'll just put these down here to kind of keep it normal, but actually we'll do it this way. Okay, and then I might as well just do all three. See what happens. Yeah, so they saved to binary, you know, so I think it's fine. It's when they convert from JSON that I'm curious. And probably the test should also confirm like both formats. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah. Wow, that blows. I wonder why people don't understand that JSON is by default UTF-8. So it looks like Serial doesn't do UTF-8 strings. That's kind of like a no starter. Also, this error message is gigantic. What the fuck? Yeah. Well, they did say I can add my own. And all you have to do is just code convert. Where does this error message end? Let's go do it here. Yeah, I mean, even the C++ standard can't figure out what they want for Unicode conversion. I was contemplating using iconv. It's kind of standard, but... Oh, well, it would help if I actually wrote my code like I knew what I was doing. Okay, try this. Maybe it's doing the right thing. Maybe it's a false positive. Nah, I think I'm right. Yeah. It doesn't understand W string. Well, let's see if we can add it. But I may shelve it. I wonder if I could do my own. Yeah. Alright, so specializing user defined type. Oh, you know, I should test just right away. Hold up. Let's change this to portable binary and see if it's okay with that. Because then that would mean we'd only have to modify it for JSON. Okay. But I suspect it's kind of like they just ignored W string entirely. Okay, so it seems to be just a, well, let's make sure the test runs, but it seems to be just a JSON thing. Failed to read 1 byte. Guess that's there. Well, let's delete the file just in case. It's not a JSON file anymore, but... Portable binary input, portable binary output. Huh, weird. Failed to read. Really quick. Let me just make sure that's even working. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, the PhD does good work. I like that. I like the stuff that that he was trying to do with Rust before that whole bullshit. Also, that blog post he did about what was it in C++ he had found? Oh yeah, the way that files are saved or something like that. Okay, I'm not even able to read like normal. Okay, so first off, we gotta get that to work. Let's just call it. Then we'll do our thing again. I wonder if... Oh, am I an idiot? Hold on. No, okay, good. Windows tends to lock files all the time. What the shit, dude? I can't even read from the file. No, there's another blog post where he was talking about how he was trying to find, get an exact specification of something, and I was like, glad he's doing it, not me. That would drive me nuts. Okay, so we're at a point now where I can't even read this damn file. Yeah, what the hell? Failed to read 1 byte from input stream. Right, it went out of scope. Coming back. What the hell, man? This is so dumb. I was literally just doing this like 2 seconds ago. Is it portable binary output? Is that the problem? Okay, let's just try JSON one more time. Why would it suddenly not be able to read and write when I use a portable binary? iOS binary. Read and archive. Hey, it got me, man. That's weird. That should overwrite it. I'm not going to name it. Oh, yeah, I got to get rid of this. What the fuck? So when I get an error like I expected to read 1 byte, I read 0, it's because there's a problem with the file I/O, right? So this is a problem with the portable binary format. Okay, let's try binary output. And it's really quick. Yeah, it works perfectly fine. Right, portable binary input, binary output archive, mdata, only changing the style. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll have config load from JSON. I don't get that. That's just weird. You got me, man. That's bizarre. Let me look at that example again. Am I missing something? I can't think of anything that would cause it to just eat shit all of a sudden. IF stream, OF stream. Do I gotta sleep for like 5 seconds so it's jank ass thing actually writes? What the hell, man? Yeah, binary input archive. Let's try string stream. Oh, you know what? Oh, Jesus. If this works. Oh. What a giant load of bullshit. Yeah, using destructors to determine when to close stuff, it's nice. It's good because it catches resource leaks, but it sort of leaves things open to kind of random chance in some ways. That's what it was. So basically, when it's up here, it doesn't flush because it has to go out of scope there, right? So when you're using a binary output or portable binary output, it's only writing like 4 or 5 bytes or something. So when you only write 4 or 5 bytes, there's not enough to actually flush to the file. So then you try to read it, you don't read it, you don't get anything because it's not actually written to the file. But move this down here, or actually right here, and suddenly it'll flush the file because the file will get closed. Okay, so now we can go and check. Let me see, go back to where we had our... Yes, right about there. All right, so now this won't be a JSON file anymore. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so now we'll see, can it, if the binary format can write and read Unicode, the W string contents, then I think we're good. If it barfs still, then we have to write a serializer for the whole thing. Okay, so the binary format can do it, it's just not the JSON format. Okay, let me go see what it would take to do that. Right, we need to write our own archive specialization. And it's really only for the text formats. Yeah, it is text archive. Okay, and then... Yeah, I think basically it's this. We probably set that to W string. And then... when we load it, we probably have to do a convert on it. But I think that's it. Oh, but do we have to do it on every class? Oh. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Man, that just kind of kills it right there. Yeah, it looks like there isn't a... I mean, it's far from this example. They're adding it in that struct. And then you have it on save minimal and then load minimal. And then it can indicate the type. But it seems like you would want to... Yeah, you'd have to be able to do W string. Basically, you need to be able to augment archive so it understands what a W string is. And then basically you'd load... Saving would probably be fine. You just save it straight. But loading would probably involve doing a code convert on it. Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, that's the clue, but there's got to be a way to sort of say... Oh, I wonder, hold up. Here. You might be able to do it there. Yeah, I almost feel like you'd have to do it there. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, because the, you know, most of the modern libraries, but the graphics library I'm using wants Unicode characters, and I need them because I'm displaying them in the game. If Serial doesn't know anything about W strings in JSON, then I can't use it for a config file format. So let's try XML. This is dumb, but yeah. Yeah, the archive specialization section, but I'd have to do that for every type with a W string, which would just be annoying as hell. I guess I could subclass them, but yeah, that's such a pain in the ass. There should be a way to say, here's how you handle a new type. So I'd need to probably dive into the serial code. Oh, I don't think XML is going to support it either. Oh, they don't even have an XML input archive. I'm not going to use XML. So portable binary supports it, but not JSON. All right, so the goal is... Yeah. Oh, yeah, so here, let's go look. Serialization archives. No, that's not the right one. Archive specialization right here. Specializing built-in types. User will have a custom function that serial provides specialization for. Ah, right here. This is what we need. I scrolled down too far. Okay, so we got to do that. If it's a text archive. So let me see. I think we only have to do standard map string. So I think we just put that there. That's where we would put the W string. And then yeah, and then we should just be able to write it directly. Because if it's JSON, and then when we load it, we just do a convert. All right, do we have to open namespace serial again? Okay, let's see if we can make that kind of do its thing. So let me just copy that. And it's not really clear where that goes. Okay, we don't need any additional classes. Traits in line, and this should be W string. And I think let's just throw that there for now. All right, and then the same thing for load. I don't think this will actually work, but this will get us something. And it should be for text only because portable binary works fine. Right, and then same thing, W string. That one's not const. Okay, it's a reference, so it should get set. It looks like the clue is this here. So can we just call that straight on the string? Wait, does that work? I might actually want to study this library. It's got some cool stuff. Alright, what do you think? I think that's it, right? Assuming that's in the right location, so we open up serial again. We specialize it for only text archives. with a W string, which it doesn't have, as far as I can tell. So then this won't pass our test, but it should write it. I'm assuming. Now we might have to convert it, do the code convert inside. Let's just see what we get as far as compilation. Well, I got the code convert already, so just convert it and then probably done. But I think I might switch to icon V just because it seems to be a simpler API to work with. Okay, yeah, so we have to tell it to... Yeah, right, so we'll do the code convert, saving, we gotta convert it to a string, and then loading. We have to get a string. What is this dude's format? Okay, and then right here we want to do, where's my convert? This. Yeah, we make a converter and then from bytes. No, 2 bytes, 2 bytes. That might barf. Hold on. Yeah, something like that, right? To make sure. So when it's saving it, we will receive a W string. Here, let's do it this way. That's when we're saving it, we'll receive a W string. We create a converter. We'll use that converter to convert it to a regular string, and then we use the archive to write that, since it knows about irregular strings. Okay, and then the inverse has to happen there. So we load another one. So now we have the value, and then I think we just do this. That's a reference, so it should work. So then actually load the W string that way. Okay. Yeah, I think this is just becoming way too hard to use. Wow, that's a good error message. Oh, probably not. Yeah, I should do that. Well, no, I think the order of that doesn't matter. It's when you do from bytes to bytes. Damn, man. This was so close. This is so close. I suspect I'm going to run into that all the time. You can't say fart on Twitch? What the hell? Dude, yeah, I could probably bang my head on this, but it's just such a basic thing, like saving a W string. It's not like W string was invented recently. And JSON directly supports it. It's by default in UTF-8. Yeah, so see, it's barfing there. Is there like a place? It seems like I have to register that. I don't see how it would pick this up. Let me just confirm that the type in here. Yeah, it's W string. Oh, I wonder if I have to, hold on. I might have to do that, right? I don't know if that would matter. And let me confirm, hold on. Yeah, that's loading. And yeah, and that uses AR to load the value, and then they're setting it in the map. Okay, so that's right. We load the value, we convert it from bytes. It seems like there's a step missing where you register these functions with it. Yeah. What's a ADL? I can go look that up. Yeah, it seems like it wouldn't just magically know where this is. You would have to say, hey, here's new specialization functions. Yeah, class. Yeah. Yeah, it would have to pick that up. I don't think it has a way to pick that up. Oh, well. I'm sure there's something I'm missing, but... man. Yeah, it's pretty much a killer, right? Because the ideal is this is just in a test. And, I mean, I'm not really sure where you would have to put this. It's reopening the namespace serial, so... yeah, I don't know how the library would know about these functions. You would have to... yeah, why don't I have to register it or tell it about these? There's definitely something missing. Definitely something missing. Here, let me do... actually, let me go here. User data adapters. That seems like the one. Well, that's dumb as hell. Where is this at? Oh, okay, it's an HPP file. Alright, so here's some user data. Well, that's new. That's not mentioned. Huh? That's completely different. Yeah, wow, this is completely screwed. This documentation is completely divorced from reality. Man, having to slap that on everything with like a W string would just be gnarly. Man. That pretty much kills it. User data adapter. I'm positive that's probably it. But yeah, I don't quite understand what you're supposed to do. This is what the documentation is supposed to do. Because now I have to make this work, I'd have to dive into Serial and like reverse engineer how it's determining what when to use a type or not. Brutal. Well, this is why I do these tests, right? Like, instead of starting to write it, to use that. Man, Serial was so close. It was very good. Just this stupid can't do a W string. Let me just see if it actually can. Well, it has a test using it. What the shit, man? Yeah. So why is it barfing on mine? All right, test basic string. Are they just, instead of W string, are they using basic string W char? Could that be the problem? Are those types not compatible? Like, they show up as different types? Yeah. What is this? See, they're doing it right there. They're doing all the strings. Oh my god, if it's something as dumb as that... Alright, if it's that, then we can use it. Right? They're a type def. So why would that barf on one but not another? Alright, so this code that I wrote there just doesn't work at all. So we're just going to nuke it. Without more information on how exactly you register those. But we're going to go in and basic string W char T. Right, and we're doing archive of tiles. Oh, you know what I bet? I bet they aren't doing a JSON. Yeah, I bet this test is just kind of using a simple output archive. Nah, interesting. I'm gonna go here. I think it's when you use JSON, whoever wrote this had a misunderstanding that everyone has, that they thought JSON was text. They didn't understand that it's defaults to UTF-8. So then everyone who writes a JSON file system doesn't understand that they should be converting strings to W strings. Yeah, that's what's going on. Man, that blows. That sort of makes me want to go and check if probably in here. Oh, you want to know what I think it's probably actually doing? Interesting. I bet they're using Rapid JSON, and if I remember right, one of the reasons I didn't use Rapid JSON is it has this problem. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. What a weird... I've had this joke for a while where I talk about how so much of JavaScript is defined by people who don't use JavaScript. There's a bunch of C++ programmers who work on Chrome or like Firefox. So it's all these people who don't use JavaScript all day and really don't know much about it. And then they're the ones that read their C++ code and kind of come out with like proposals for it a lot. Especially web stuff, right? And so this is like kind of an example of that, where there's like a bunch of people who wrote these serializers and JSON readers, and they don't understand that strings are by default UTF-8, so they should be W string. And so I'm in here manually converting shit. So annoying. Alright, well, that was a good experiment. I could sit here banging my head on getting Serial to do this shit, but I think I'm gonna rip it out, and I guess I'll just like do it manually until I can figure out something else. It's not too bad. Like I'm loading the JSON, and then yeah, man. Or if I can find a way to do it where when I save it, I convert it myself. Oh. I mean, it's annoying as hell, but then am I really even saving much? Alright, let me just go and see if that'll work. Well, we got a ad starting again. No, yeah, so here. I think I have to do my own load and save. Yeah. Alright, we got an ad right now, so here, let me go take a little break. I'll be right back. I don't think this will work with just serialized, but let's give it a shot. Yeah, we need load. So what's the syntax? Okay, just save and load. Okay, so this is load. And save needs to be marked const. Yeah, that's so irritating. Right, so class archive, yeah, no problem. Yeah, 2 bytes and from bytes. So this should be, save should be 2 bytes. And then load should be from bytes. But I have to sort of... Oh, what the hell? Makes no sense. A bit too much magic going on. It's kind of what I wanted some magic, but now that we're having to hack into it, that's when magic starts to suck. Okay, then this needs to be value. And then this should be W string. I shouldn't need to do that. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. Kind of a pain in the ass. All I want is just save some stuff. Oh yeah, I keep getting that wrong. 2 bytes, tiles. And this should be from bytes, tiles. I think those might be backwards. Oh, that's not right. I need to do, and then, oh man, no, it's gonna barf because it doesn't understand W string right there. Oh man, this sucks. No, this won't work at all. Now, maybe you do this. No, yeah, you have to be able to tell serial about the types. That's kind of weird. I don't know why you would write a serialization library where it's very difficult to add new types. It's kind of like a bread and butter thing. Or a serialization library that can't handle Unicode. Well, sort of does, but not in JSON where it's directly supported. I mean, in theory, that's going to work. If it does, I guess I can use it, but it's not really buying me anything, because this is one of the reasons why I wanted to use a config. Okay, so that works, but one of the whole points of trying to use a serialization library like this is so I don't have to manually go in and say how to load everything, right? So even, let's say I pull this up into a couple of functions, right? Okay. So what I'm trying to avoid is basically this, manually writing these out, right? What I want to do is just have a serialization library. I say load the whole settings or whatever was active at the time, gets pulled right into RAM, and I'm done, right? But if I'm in here on every single type, like every one of these, I'm writing and save and convert this string and convert that string, it's not getting me anything. If the only thing I had to write was one converter function that was basically this thing, I could have automated that. I could have a macro and I would just like, it'd be a CPP file with a bunch of macros that did code generation for me. But now that I have to manually convert every single yeah. Well, let me just look at one thing. Let me look at map config. Oh, sorry. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not even doing it there. Maybe just don't put W strings in the output types? All right, well. Serial is close. Maybe what I'll do is, it's getting close to break time. I do have a bunch of other stuff I want to work on, so I think maybe what I'll do is I'll stop. If I can find a way to make serial understand W strings and properly convert them, then I'll use it. If not, then I guess I'll just go and do my own thing for a while. Or I'll just say, all right, none of my data has W string in it, so that I can serialize it and unserialize it, and then I manually convert it inside the program. It's annoying. I would like to not have to do that, but if that's what I got to do, and then I can use a nice serialization library to do most everything else, then I'll just do that. And maybe that's the solution, right? Is just say, okay, all of the components don't have W strings. Just do what I'm doing here. They're just all strings. And then any place where they need to be converted, I just convert them on the fly. And then serial is fine at that point. I don't have to do anything. Right, so yeah, so that's the thing. How do we add new types to serial? That's the trick. Because literally, I just need to have a specialization that's like that. Yeah, W string convert. That basically does this. And it seems to work correctly. But having to do this for like everything that's a W string is just gnarly. Like even if I turn this into like a function, And all I was doing was basically these 2 lines of code. If this is really all I had to do was like archive it in as a bunch of temp strings and then convert. It's not too bad, but then I'm not saving anything, right? If I have to manually do my own UTF-8 converts, that's stupid. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break and probably no programming for the rest of the night. If anyone has ideas on how to do this, feel free to email me. If you got clues, I greatly appreciate the help. Here's the specialization docs. It just seems like it's missing how you register it. Like it can't possibly pick it up automatically. It's got to be something that you have to do for it to understand it can convert that new type. So that's pretty much it. Just got to figure out how do we tell basically this function, this archive function. Yeah, we have to tell this archive function, you know how to do W strings. How the hell do we do that? Is it something like I'm doing that namespace that I had? Am I doing it in the wrong location, right? Like I have to do that and then include? Right? Yeah, something like that. I don't know what's going on, but if I could get that, if I could get where it can convert W strings, gold. Then I can do config files. Yeah. Oh, you're doing a specialization on the full type spec for a basic string? So including the allocator in all 3 of those? Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Bearded. I don't even know what I'm doing. Basically, I'm using a library to help me with save files in my game and loading configs. And it doesn't understand UTF-8 when it reads from a JSON file, which is automatically a UTF-8 file, so it should know how to do that. It seems to be, and it's a constant problem. Every JSON library I use doesn't understand UTF-8. I don't know why. It's definitely standard. In fact, for a real long time, UTF-8 or JSON had a problem because it only did UTF-8. So yeah. Yeah, there's something we're missing. What's up? It's like there's something where you have to tell the library, and here's how you load this. Like there's a map you have to set or something. It's looking something up in a map to know what to convert. Because it's most likely this is probably a template function with variable args, right? So this is just variable args, and it probably goes through each one, and it says, do I have a converter? Do I have a way to load that? Do I have a way to load that? It gets to this one and goes, no, I don't. So how do you tell it, yes, you do, you know how to do W strings, and then you just need to use the code convert. That's this, and that's it. The UTF-16, I'm only using that because I need to compare cells. So I have to be able to iterate through the same size data internally. Because UTF-8 is not the same size. So I need to be able to go, is this a character, is this a character, is this a character? When I render them. Yeah, W string is, I believe it's UTF-16, yeah. But the thing is UTF-8. UTF-8 is just sort of like the standard what JSON supports. So what's happening is, JSON has a string, right? I can show you real quick. So JSON has the ability to just put UTF-8 Unicode right in there, right? And so even this, it even supports doing that. So that's properly being rendered, right? So it's loading it correctly, right? But all of the libraries, when you ask for this data, they return a regular string. So I'm having to manually go in and convert every one, but it's already in UTF-8. So I'm doing like a double conversion. They're loading the UTF-8, converting it to a string, and then I'm having to reconvert it back to UTF-16 or 8 Unicode, basically. So they should just load only, if it's a string, they should just load a W string and be done with it. Right, and so basically they're loading this and then give me a regular string. They should load it and give me a W string. And so the same thing here with this. So with this test, what I'm doing is I have a W string, right? And I'm saving that to JSON. Right, so I'm saving that to a JSON file, and this library thinks JSON files can't accept a Unicode string. So that it doesn't know how to write the UTF-8 necessary to go into the JSON string. I have to tell it how to do that. And I'm kind of like, well, that's just standard. It's been around since, as far as JSON's been around, what, 20, 30 years? And people don't realize that you can do that. Now, this works with every other data format Serial supports. So Serial supports binary, portable binary, and that's probably because it's just writing the binary contents. So the way that I have to work around it is I write my own load function that knows how to do this. But, I mean, I could just tell it. Yeah, it's just an encoding. But Serial should know how to do this, right? And it's really strange too, because like if I change this here, right? If I change that to portable or binary, it knows how to do it. So that means whoever wrote this explicitly went into the JSON format and disabled UTF-8, right? So it should know how to do, oh, I have a W string, I'm going to save that. And then output what JSON supports, which is UTF-8, which should support anything. And then when I input, it should say, oh, okay, this is a JSON archive. Let's load it. Anyways, I think it might also be some more research. Maybe there's a way to say, in theory, I could just do this. Like, it'd be dumb, but just everything internally when I load the data and save the data is just in string, and then I have to, any place where I use it and output to the GUI, I translate it myself into the W string I need, which is effectively what I'm doing now. I just was hoping that it would do it for me. Anyway, folks, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to take a break. I'm a little burned. Need to go relax by cleaning out my closet. I have a closet that's over here. I've been cleaning for like 3 weeks. Full of garbage. Cables. How many cables do you all have at home? I have so many goddamn cables. Yeah, just like so many cables. I think I might actually do a yard sale. The yard sale will be like just cables. Every cable, $1. You can come and get every kind of cable. I probably have 500-600 cables I've collected over the years. I can make like probably $1,000 just doing a yard sale of cables only. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. So probably nothing for tonight. I'm hoping maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow. Either at 4 p.m. or 10 p.m. So yeah, if you want to see, then yep. Drop me a follow, and you'll get an email. So I will see you then. And thanks a bunch. Enjoy the music for a bit while I sign off.